Here with BYU quarterbacks coach Jason Beck. Let's start with the hard-hitting question first. What was your initial reaction to being called out for the Ice Bucket Challenge by BYU Sports Nation?
Hey, we're excited. Looking forward to it tomorrow. We just got to figure out who we're going to call out. So we're going to strategize about that in the morning and get ready for it.
You're going to strategize? Yes.
Did you expect to be called out by somebody at some point with the Ice Bucket Challenge?
You know, I hadn't really heard of it till Bronco did it, but I really didn't think too much about it. So it just came as a surprise, I guess.
Last public scrimmage, you invited everyone out on Friday night. Good turnout. You're obviously keying in on the quarterbacks. How did you feel that Taysom and Christian performed?
You know, I thought they started well. I thought we kind of got into a lull and we had a hard time snapping out of it. So overall, you know, over disappointed in our performance and how we played. Got 2 weeks, so just looking forward to the opportunity to get back to work and get ready for UConn.
How much do you actually gauge success or not from something like this where it isn't exactly 100% full speed?
You want to make sure we're being sharp in our reads and our decision making, and so at the quarterback spot, that's pretty easy to see. You know what kind of decisions they're making and what their timing is, and so it's lots of good feedback for us.
Obviously, Taysom is the guy for you guys this year and the returning starter, but Christian has performed admirably well in fall camp. What does that do for you as a quarterback coach, as at least peace of mind knowing that you have a backup that's capable?
Yeah, Stu's had a great fall camp, played well every day, continues to get better, and so yeah, it's a lot of confidence in him. If his number's called, he'll jump in there, run the show, and play well. And so yeah, we're in a great spot with 2 really good players.
What's been the most asked question you've had during fall camp?
Just, you know, how's Taysom's, completion percentage, is he looking better throwing the ball, that kind of stuff.
And what's the answer?
He's played well. He's been sharp. Today was probably one of his worst practices overall, and so. But he's been really sharp, and we're excited to get playing.
When you're trying to gauge an entire fall camp with a player like Taysom Hill, how much can he really grow in a 4-week period?
You know, quite a bit. We just focus on doing 1 to 2 things each day a little better, and so over the course of those 4 weeks. If you accomplish that, that's a lot of things. And so we feel good about where we're at, but we need these 2 weeks to get prepared and to get better for UConn.
Do you work on his ability to rush the ball at all, or is that just a giant check mark?
That's just a check mark. We don't worry about that. We put more emphasis on sliding and getting out of bounds.
And how is he living up to that? Is he sliding adequately for you guys?
Well, in practice, we don't push that too much. That's more a thing we just review in film as we're going through it. And so, he's done a fairly good job protecting himself and just looking to do better this next year to avoid unnecessary hits.
How much last year was Taysom trying to make a play out of nothing when the pocket collapsed versus maybe, hey, you should stand there a little longer?
A little both. I mean, we'd call a decent amount of QB runs. We'd design some things for a pass, then run option. And then, a few times you take off scrambling. So as the offense develops, there'll probably be less of those, and we'll be able to throw it on time and get the ball out and see him run a little less. But it's such a huge strength. I mean, we're always going to utilize it and have it be a big weapon.
Steve Young told us on BYU Sports Nation he doesn't want Taysom to get any bigger because he looks like a safety. Is he where you want him to be physically entering the season?
Part of it's just his body type. I mean, he's just naturally a big, strong kid, and so, he works in the weight room, and we do a lot of focus on QB-specific training for him. And so he's in a great spot right now, good flexibility, and throwing the ball well. So he's at a great weight right now and strong and durable for this season.
Do you have more confidence in the offensive line going into this season?
We do, yeah. Those guys have been working hard. A lot of them got experience this past year, and we had some nice additions to the O-line that's brought some good depth and ability, and so we're excited for this season and feel more confident in those guys.
A miracle happens, and you're granted another year of eligibility at BYU. How would you feel heading out onto the field? How confident would you be leading this BYU offense?
Man, it'd be a lot of fun to play in this offense because I was a little bit of a runner, and not the runner these 2 guys are, but it would be a lot of fun to play in this offense, and yeah, I can dream about that at night.
When do we retire Beck and Joe Beck?
Never. Maybe Joe Beck. Never Joe Beck.
Okay, fair enough.
Maybe Joe Beck.
Jason Beck with us. Great to have you with us, Coach.
All right. Thanks, guys.
You got it.